never, ever mess with things you don't understand.
This is a goodie.
More listener tales.
But as their questions went on, the glass started to move.
When he didn't reply, I turned and asked him again, but he wasn't there.
Next thing, a huge bang came out of nowhere.
Did you want to scare me then? But he does bear an uncanny resemblance to his dead father.
Doors in her house were closed behind her with no explanation.
Cross-legged, having a tea party with someone who wasn't there.
This is when it started to get creepy.
Good evening, afternoon, morning, wherever you are. That's very Radio 2. You look a bit Radio 2 now.
Do I? Why?
Yeah, I don't know. Got your coffee mug, got your T-shirt, got your earphones. It's all very weird.
Episode 20,
Episode
baby.
20 of Ghost
Oh my God, the big 2-0. That's a big
2-0.
number for some people.
That's 20 weeks we've been doing this for.
20
Fucking hell.
hours.
I don't know how we've coped, to be honest.
I'm just surprised we're all still here and alive.
Me too. Are you well?
I actually am, you know.
So you haven't got my cold?
I don't think I have. Touch some wood.
So yet again, no.
Touch my noggin.
No contact with the dead. Fuck's sake.
Hannah,
Maybe
I
stay will be
brought a
different.
little something.
Oh my God.
I just want to go straight in because I'm intrigued.
Do you want to do the tarot?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I do want to do tarot.
Is
but
that haunting?
I have a story about this. And I need to tell it to you. But let's get the
Let's do the
vibe.
tarot. We do the tarot first. We always do the tarot.
I always do the tarot.
Okay. So you're going to pick now because I picked last week.
Yeah.
I'm going to shuffle them out. Well, I'm just going to...
Oh, I love that. Okay, here we go.
That was suave, wasn't it, Barney?
Yeah.
You can't shuffle them anymore. For fuck's sake. This is classic Preece. No, you're not supposed to shuffle them again because I already did it.
I'm not shuffling them. I'm looking at them.
You're looking at which one you want.
Oh, I want this little bad boy. Oh my God!
What's
it's
that?
A queen. It's a Queen of Cups.
Oh, thank God for that.
Queen of Cups.
That's got to be good, hasn't it?
Can you lift her up? You're closer. Let's see her. Oh God, she's resplendent.
She does look great, doesn't she?
The Queen of Cups symbolises a sensitive, vulnerable, omniscient woman who is supremely empathetic, sometimes to a fault.
Oh my God, that's so me.
That is not
That
you at all.
Kind, caring, and supportive towards those.
Is
in
this a
her
joke?
life. No.
No, oh my God, I'm the
Tarot
Queen
does
of
not
Cups.
work.
My
it's
cup
official.
overfloweth with empathy.
I wouldn't
So,
look to you for
fuck
succor.
you. Where's the... Hang on, I'm looking at this. The Queen represents someone who is confident and focused. The charisma of the Queen inspires others to be better.
Well, I think this is
That's
supposed to be
so
about both
good.
of us.
That's so good.
This is about both of us.
I
'cause it's
inspire
the-
you to be
No,
better.
Okay.
Be better.
You are the worst person in the world. No, you do inspire me to be better.
Aww. You do me as well.
Oh,
That's cute,
that
isn't
is
it?
so adorable.
You're a queen.
There's some little kids on that.
Oh,
I know,
no,
gross.
that's
No,
all those.
thank you. Oh, yeah, couple of real empaths. Oh, gross kids.
Fuck off.
So, okay, so
So I
we're going
need
to
to-
have a confident and empathetic episode today.
Oh, that's fucking
That's
great.
Not the usual.
No, Hannah, I
Yes.
found. So I was looking for Goosebumps books at home.
Okay.
And I couldn't find any. And my mum went, "Oh, I gave them all to a charity shop." I was like, "Good."
What a fucking bitch. Sorry, no, I don't mean that.
Lucy.
But I'd be so...
Lucy.
I wonder if I've got any anywhere.
She said she gave them all away. And do you know what else they
That's
did?
so
Actually,
sad.
both my mum and my dad gave away my piano. They've done a lot of things in my life. That
I feel like you should save this for therapy. And this is the wrong place, although we are now empathetic.
I actually just looked. That was so weird. Just as I was saying piano, I looked in here and it said Fender. Isn't Fender the name of a piano?
No, isn't it a guitar?
I know they make guitars and amps and stuff. You don't have to make
Right.
pianos.
It's not a piano. Okay. Anyway, listen. I found this book. Now, this book is called Dreams, and then
Right.
it says Hidden Meanings and Secrets. And I used to read this a lot when I was a teenager because I was
Right.
obsessed. I was like, oh my God, what do dreams mean?
Okay.
But it has some really dark shit in here, and it used to really, really creep me out.
Right.
I was always really nervous to open it and find out what the meaning of my dreams was because it doesn't hold back.
Right.
So I thought this was perfect to try on you today.
Okay. Have I got to tell you a dream?
Well, yeah, I was just wondering, do you remember your dreams? Do you have a
Listen,
recurring
I
one?
had the other day, I had one that really, can I call Adam? Hi, okay. You're on the podcast, I didn't say anything awful. Can you do me a favour, please?
Yeah.
You know, the other day when I had a dream and I was really mad about something. Do you remember?
Narrow it down.
What?
Yeah, that happens all the time.
Yeah, but what was it? What was that? What was the dream about? Can you remember?
Wait, what, you were mad?
I think I was mad.
No.
This is going.
This is
so
going
well.
so.
You can't
well.
remember the dream?
Were you mad at me?
I think so. Yeah.
I can't look up Adam in the dream book.
Mad at the person that he's sharing a bed with. Or-
I can't remember.
Okay, well, thank you for all your help.
This feels like when you call a phone a friend and you're like, sorry.
All right, then, no problem. Thanks very much for nothing.
Bye, Adam.
You remember.
Thank you. See you later. Bye.
Bye.
Okay, well, that was great. What I'm going to look up
Fuck's
is
sake.
maybe boyfriend. Do you not remember anything?
I often dream that he's annoyed me and I don't know. And then I went, but then, you know, you just can't shake it. And I know that it's insane, but I can't shake.
I'm trying to think.
I think dreams are what happened to us in a parallel universe.
Really?
Yeah. Except for the mad ones. That can't be possible.
I can't find. What would I look that up as?
Partner, maybe?
What about
Yeah.
husband?
No.
No. You see, partner's very new, isn't it? This is quite an
Oh,
old
really?
book. They'll probably be like,
Significant other.
oh, hang on. Here we go. Partner.
Okay, so literally. What
You
was
will
it?
be financially successful if you dream of having an agreeable partner. And this relates to marriage as well as business. It portends bad luck if you are suspicious of him or he of you.
That's not good luck. That's not good, is it? We're not suspicious. He's just annoyed me.
Interesting. Well, what about nagging?
Okay.
Yeah? If you have a dream in which someone nags you for something you've done or left undone, the augury is of having to visit either a doctor or a dentist. You need to go to the fucking dentist, Hannah. That's what that means.
I do actually need to go to the
I
dentist.
do too. I need to go to the hygienist, not the dentist, actually.
I hate it so much.
Well, that was really fun, wasn't it? Can we think of anything else you dreamt of?
What was Barney's?
Airplane. Yeah, you're not going to do well for the next 3 months.
Oh, shit.
That-
I
that-
used to
that-
dream
that
about...
scans.
Did you ever see
Yeah.
Harry and the Hendersons?
No.
About the gorilla?
Oh, no. What?
Or the monkey that lived in the Harry and the Hendersons. I used to dream that I was being chased as like a 3-year-old in my purple dungarees, and I used to have a bob when I was little, like there, and then my mum used to put pineapple on my head,
Aww.
like not an actual pineapple because that'd be weird, but you know, like just a
I
bit
don't
of a
like
thing
that.
there. And then I dreamed that I was watching myself being chased by Harry and the Hendersons, by
Okay.
Harry from Harry and the
You ready
Hendersons.
for this? A dream of a terrifying gorilla that haunts you even after you are awake is a portent of an embarrassing moment in which you will be misunderstood and unjustly criticised.
Oh, that's very specific. There's been so many embarrassing things happen to me. How can I even put them?
Wow. I think this is a great book. And
So
that's
absolutely nothing good is going to happen to me then.
no.
Great,
Well,
okay.
that was a dream you had as a kid, right? I'm sure
Yeah,
you had
I
an
had it as a
embarrassing
kid.
moment after that.
Okay.
Cool. All right. Well, I'm glad we did that. Shall we just crack on with the story?
Yeah, you're going to go first?
Yeah.
Go on then.
This is a goodie.
More listener tales.
Oh, it's a real goodie. This is from Georgia.
Thank you, Georgia.
And she titles this story "Never Fuck About with a Ouija Board."
Oh my gosh, she commented on this, didn't she, when we did the Ouija board?
Yeah.
I think. I'm really looking forward
Yeah.
to this. Because I remember my, it's just a really quick thing before we start. My granddad was a really straight-laced, like really sensible, really reasonable. Things like magic and ghosts and stuff like that, he just would never, ever entertain talking about it. Unless you talked about a Ouija board, and then he'd go pale as fuck. And he'd be like, never, ever mess with things you don't understand.
That's.
And he would never tell you why, because it was too traumatic.
Is he still alive?
No.
So you'll
But
never know.
I'll never know.
What happened to him.
No, I think him and his friends did a Ouija board and something horrible happened to all of his friends. But he would honestly go, and for someone that just, doesn't believe in it, but for that to send that creeps me out. Like,
Wow.
don't mess with things you don't understand.
Do you know what? So many people say it about the Ouija board, and I'm just like, it's fine.
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
fine.
yeah.
But actually, it was
Well,
really,
I am ill.
really creepy when we did
Always.
it. Yeah. We were really quite vulnerable to the spirits because
Oh
we
my
were
God.
so ill when we recorded that.
We're very vulnerable to them anyway because we're fucking idiots.
Yeah, that is true.
Okay, I'm very excited about this.
Okay. Hey, Suzie, Hannah and Barney. Absolutely love the podcast. Who knew ghost stories and pure comedy gold were a match made in heaven?
Me.
Thank you. Hannah's like, I fucking knew. Please keep them
Thank you, though,
coming.
Georgia.
I'm in it for the long haul. Also, I'm looking forward to a bumper special for episode 666.
Oh my
Maybe an
gosh.
exorcism.
In 25 years. I need an exorcism now. We should do it for the next episode, actually.
We should. I'm up for it. Well, when we're doing our special,
shall we exercise each
which
other
we
next
should
week?
maybe mention at the end of the episode.
We will mention this,
We've
yes.
got a very exciting podcast special coming
We
up.
have.
But more on that later. Anyway, back to Georgia's story. I have a creepy story that my mum and auntie have told me on separate occasions when I was younger, and I thought it would fit right in on the podcast. I myself am a skeptic, but since both of them have told me the story at different times, I've been a little more interested in paranormal activity and ghost stories. I've tried to write this in the short story manner you guys love, so it's not over in about 30 seconds. And I've also removed any names except for my mum's.
Thank you, George. That's really helpful.
Legend. Let me take you back to the mid-80s. My mum and auntie, then teenagers, were having a sleepover at a friend's house. A group of about 6 of them were there. After the general sleepover games, films, junk food and scary campfire stories, one of them suggested the group do a Ouija board. Now, if this was me, I'd be out the door quicker than you can say the power of Christ compels you, because who needs that negativity in their lives? Anyway, they went ahead. And as they didn't have an actual Ouija board, they fashioned a makeshift one from a large piece of card, writing all the letters on and adding yes and no. Turning the lights down and lighting some candles, they all put their hands on the glass in the centre of the board and began. They started asking questions, like they'd seen on the horror movie classics, Poltergeist, The Exorcist, etc. Hello, is anyone there? We want to contact spirits. If there are any spirits, please make themselves known. They giggled as you would at that age. But as their questions went on, the glass started to move. Yes, it moved too. They all jumped up, screaming, laughing and blaming each other for moving the glass. It was you! Were you moving it? Mum says that she remembers laughing and joking then, but since has always warned me, dead seriously, to never fuck about with a Ouija board. They went back to the glass, and one of them asked, "Who are you?" It stayed still. "Do you want to talk to us?" A few seconds passed, but the glass moved again to yes. Some of the group screaming with laughter again, with others shushing and telling them to put their hands back on the glass and carry on. One asked, "Who do you want to talk to?" Again, moments that felt like minutes went on, but the glass began to move again. This time across the alphabet on the makeshift board, first to L. The girls were rattled with excitement and terror. Was it real or was one of them mucking about? Next it moved to O. Oh shit, she thought. U. It moved to next. My mum's name is Louise. Spelling out her name on the board, the girls stared at her. My auntie, a few years younger than my mum, was starting to regret starting it. She didn't like it at all. They all began asking questions again. "What do you want with Louise? Touch her on the shoulder. Tell Lou what you want." Time passed before the glass began to move again. It spelt S-L-A-G. Slag!
Does it actually? I was saying that for comedic effect. Really? Oh my, that's so harsh. Louise Slag.
Lou, slag.
Oh my god.
I was like, is there an echo?
Shit, that's so mean. That is definitely one of her mates. 100%.
That's her sister, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like,
Stupid slag.
Lou, slag.
Oh shit. That's so funny.
Gee, I love that you guessed
Yeah.
it.
Gee.
With all her friends laughing again, my mum was in hysterics. She said there was no way she believed what was happening, and it must have been one of them. But with a group of them, she couldn't quite tell which one was moving the glass, especially in the dark. The night went on, and paraphrasing her now, she told me at first it was a man who had come through. He called the other girls nasty names too. He gave them his name. This wasn't a nice man, so they decided to stop it by saying
So
goodbye.
is this Louise saying, in theory, it was another, but actually she doesn't believe it because of this slag?
I think that, yeah, she's saying like they all had a laugh, and now she's like, it keeps on spelling out.
So someone thinks that someone is...
Yeah, they all
Okay.
think it's someone else.
Right,
And it
okay.
goes in the same vein of slag, right?
Slag is such a funny...
So
it's
funny.
such a
Slag is
British,
a
like,
great
slag.
Slag.
It's so funny.
It's
Also, slag is great. We're taking back the... We're taking back the
Probably should name the
slur.
podcast Slag.
Slag.
Love it.
I don't suppose we can name the episode. Louise has a slag.
Lou is a slag. Oh, God. This wasn't a nice man, so they decided to stop it by saying goodbye. This was a suggestion from one of the group that you must always say goodbye to end your conversation with the spirit, otherwise they may be allowed back in to contact you.
We're very au fait with that.
Yeah. They all reset, ate some more sweets and crisps, etc., but then decided to go back to the board for another go.
Oh.
Once again, paraphrasing, she told me that one of the girls, her aunt had come through. She had died a few years previous. They were in awe. As she asked yes-no questions she thought no one would know the answer to, except for her deceased aunt. Mum said she believed at this point that these must have just been lucky guesses by whoever was pushing the glass. The word salt was spelt out. Salt? What did that mean? They asked, and in response the word protect was spelled. The girls concluded this was the girl's aunt telling them to use salt to protect the group from any negative spirits. And then she's put a little star asterisk here and said, I assume coriander and parsley weren't available. Which is a nod to how we protect
Very
ourselves.
good. That's probably why we're fucking ill.
Yeah. They went ahead and grabbed a tub of table salt from the kitchen and poured a ring around the circle of girls surrounding the board. This is when it started to get creepy. Mum said that despite her scepticism, it did start to feel real now. The room began to feel bigger, darker and colder. The questions went on. One of the girls asked if she really was the aunt, to show them that she was there. Nothing. The glass didn't move. Nothing moved. Nothing made a sound. They asked again and again, still nothing. Before they gave up, a candle began to flicker, more erratically than before. No one was blowing it, it was too far away, and there was no draft in the room. Their focus shifted to the candle, all of them staring at it. Next thing, a huge bang came out of nowhere.
Did you want to scare me then?
Yeah, you were just absolutely somewhere else. You're like,
I wasn't. I was listening.
next thing, a huge bang came out of nowhere. All the girls jumped up screaming. The parents downstairs shouted up to the group to keep it down. Switching the light back on, they began to investigate what could have made the startling sound. On the far side of the room lay an ornament of a rocking horse. It had fallen or been pushed off a fireplace onto the floor. Shouting again and squealing at the unexplained occurrence, the girls eerily said, "She gave me that. It was my aunt's." This was when Mum had lost any doubt she had. There was no way any of the group could have knocked it over. It was too far away, and albeit small, it was still too heavy to be moved by a sudden draft.
Oh, God.
They all laughed and teased about the strange occurrences with the dead for the rest of the night, and all was well afterwards. They went to bed, and nothing occurred for the rest of the night. She's put here an asterisk. Not sure how they slept. I'd have been shitting myself all night.
Yeah, I would have
mean-
been out. I would have been out sleeping in the bins.
Yeah, in the bins, in the garden, under a bin. For weeks, they were telling school friends and family about their Ouija board experience, about how this horrible man was calling them names.
That's big bragging rights, though, isn't it? If you've had a good Ouija
Yeah,
experience.
a ghost called Lewis Slag.
Yeah.
And how the ghost knocked the ornament off the fireplace. However, for one of the girls, the strange occurrences were not quite over yet. Mum explained her friend repeatedly claimed that since the sleepover, she'd been haunted by the man that had first come through on the Ouija board.
The
She
mean
said-
one.
Yeah, the slag one. She said she heard him in the night. He'd threatened to hurt her, said he wanted to play with her,
Oh.
making her feel scared, watched, and unsafe.
No.
Doors in her house were closed behind her with no explanation. She couldn't sleep with the light off anymore, bearing in mind this is a teenage girl who had never had a problem with it before. It went on for months. Other members of her family had also noticed odd and unexplained things going on, a new feeling of uneasiness in their home. It had gotten so bad, her family moved out of their house in an attempt to stop the issues they were experiencing. It took a while, but apparently the weird goings-on did stop once they'd moved. The man was no longer contacting the girl, and none of the girls experienced anything linked to the Ouija board again. Maybe it's really important to make sure you say goodbye at the end of an interaction with a ghost. Maybe she didn't say it, and that's why this pervy ghost followed her.
I was going to ask that.
Yeah.
If she'd said goodbye.
Believe me, Mum didn't exactly sell the experience to me, but due to this creepy story, I can confirm I have 100% never fucked about with a Ouija board.
Jesus Christ.
Hope you enjoy the story, and I hope it makes it on the podcast. Georgia. Thank you, Georgia.
Thank you, Georgia. I can confirm though it probably was your mates because I think it was Susie moving around when we were
It wasn't.
Do you know what? It is hard because you can't even see. You can't even like see if you are or you're not.
Yeah, I know.
There's
Even if
actually
you're
no proof, is there?
But also, like, that is specific. Like, spelling out slag and salt and
It's like
protect.
so funny. That is definitely one of that's like slag. Like so Louise just banged one of her mates' crushes.
yeah, exactly. And they're fuming.
Why why have you snogged Jack behind the bike shed? You know I fancied Jack.
But also, like, the weird shit about being, like, followed by the spirit. Like, I do think we've disturbed something.
Yeah, I think, do you know what, in all seriousness, when that happens, I think it can play so much with your mind that you can see things that are there. I'm not discrediting George's mum's friend's experience, but it does have that ability. You know, when you're like, you turn all the lights off downstairs and then you start thinking there could be anyone hidden in the shadows.
Especially if you're like, I fucked about with a Ouija board, we
Yeah.
didn't say goodbye. And
Yeah.
now you're like,
And then you can hear things all the time and...
yeah.
Anyway, that was a great story though. I loved it. Very, very creepy. And
You got one?
yes, very reminiscent of our time with the Ouija board.
I've got the Himalayan salt is here. It's
I will say, did you see
protecting
that
us.
photo of me? My new WhatsApp profile picture. How great is it?
It's great.
It's gorgeous and
No,
it's
you look
stunning.
really fit.
I've bought some. Have you heard of the Elemez superfood primer?
Yeah, obviously, I fucking love
Have
Elements.
you got it?
Is that the... No, I've got the superfood facial oil, the
I've
little
got the
green.
primer.
Oh, nice. I've not tried that. That's to put on
Sometimes you don't even
before-
need to wear foundation because it gives you such a glow.
Is it tinted?
No, not at all. But it just, if you're having a no makeup day,
Has it got SPF on it?
I don't know.
If it doesn't, then you need to put that on top of it.
I mean, I would never walk around with no foundation on. So
Really?
my skin's dreadful. I've got like creases.
No, you don't.
My pores are too big. What shall I use for pores?
Microneedling.
What?
Mm-hmm.
How
we
much
should
is
go.
that? Is it expensive?
Yeah.
What
You
are
can
we
get a
talking?
deal off Groupon.
Oh, great.
And honestly,
Just what I want. Just what I want to get. Just what I want to get a coupon for. A voucher is for needles in my face.
I think we should try and get a discount. And,
What are you? How much
go.
are we talking?
One session around £100.
Okay, I'd do that for my pores.
But you looked absolutely fit in that photo. Like what you
yeah,
about?
I know that photo did look great, but now, I don't know. It's just not. Anyway, okay, so this is not a makeup podcast. Why are we doing this? we really are for everyone. We have a story from Annette.
God, they have cantaloupe in here. If you dream of cantaloupe.
Cantaloupe.
What?
Cantaloupe.
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 Loupe?
Cantaloupe.
Well, you're lopey.
It's cantaloupe. It's cantaloupe, you idiot.
You're the idiot.
What do you mean cantaloupe?
What's
Barney,
cantaloupe?
Hang on.
Get that pronunciation thing up.
It says here,
Cantaloupe.
illness of a minor nature is foretold by the dream of eating cantaloupe.
Cantaloupe.
Delicious melons, it says.
Yeah.
Cantaloupe.
Thank you, Barney.
Barney,
Thank you.
don't even.
Yeah. Ha ha ha. Take that,
No, fuck this.
cantaloupe.
Hang on.
To see these delicious melons ripening on the vine is a sign of prosperity.
Cantaloupe.
Cantaloupe? No, that's bullshit.
It's cantaloupe.
It's cantaloupe.
It's cantaloupe.
It's
It's not like
cantaloupe.
antelope, you
It's
fucking idiot.
cantaloupe. It's a cantaloupe.
What are
It's
you on
cantaloupe.
about? Have you ever...
What?
The Americans say cantaloupe.
Yeah.
Cantaloupe.
All right, America. Over there.
Why'd you say America in a Spanish accent?
I think you know why. Go back.
Ah!
Go back an episode
okay.
and you'll hear it. Cantaloupe. So there you go.
Okay.
Oh,
well,
I feel
that's
like some fresh melon.
very annoying.
I used to hate melon, but now I
Oh, I
like
love
it.
lemon. Lemon's the best.
Melon. Fucking hell. Are you having a stroke? I like lemons.
Melon, I said.
You said lemon.
I said melon.
Did she say lemon?
She said lemon.
Oh, do you know what? You two could go and fuck off.
Ah!
Okay.
Oh, I like being on this side.
Okay. So we have a story from Annette. Thank you very, very much for sending it in, Annette. Ladies, I love the series. Oh, thank you so much, Annette. We love you. I have a wee ghost story for you. I don't know.
What are you doing? She liked the podcast until now. Annette was on board until you just ripped the shit. What's going on? I feel like we've swapped personas today.
I did. She said we, which is famously Scottish, of the Isles. And I thought...
Yeah, no, that might be true, but what happened next?
My husband was having a lion.
No,
okay.
no.
All right.
That blew the fucking speakers for
Sorry,
us.
apologies.
We're now deaf.
Okay, I'm going to start again.
You're going to have to
gonna be
sign it
difficult.
now.
When I see the word we, it's hard not to do the accent.
Fuck me.
I was downstairs with our 2 dogs early one morning. My husband was having a lion upstairs. One of our dogs got up, walked across to the other side of the room, and I turned to look and saw my husband dressed in jeans, a check blue shirt, and a blue fleece. He bent down to talk to our dog, who was staring up at him, wagging her tail. I didn't give him more than a glance, but asked if he wanted a cuppa as I turned to pick my own cup up. When he didn't reply, I turned and asked him again. But he wasn't there. Our dog walked back over to me and sat down. Confused, I went looking for him and found him asleep. In bed.
What the fuck?
When I spoke to him about it, he asked if it was definitely him. I said of course it was. We'd been together long enough for me to recognise him. But he does bear an uncanny resemblance to his dead father. Even down to a liking of checked shirts.
Oh, shit.
I hadn't stared at him that morning, and it well could have been ellipses.
So it's dad-in-law.
It could have been his dad popping in to say hi. The strange thing is, it's not the last time he did stop by. More to follow!
Oh my
And
God.
that's bringing more. And that's bringing us more. This is from Holly. Thank you for sending this in, Holly. Hey, thought I would DM you with my creepy ghost stories. So, I have always been so sceptical when it comes to ghosts until I moved into a flat above an old pub. This pub was originally built in the 1700s. There was a fire in the 1800s where a mother and her son sadly passed away in the flat. This pub was extremely old, to the extent where in the flat above, which I lived in, it had old pillars all throughout the flat and those old Tudor-style flip-out windows. Oh my God, it sounds beautiful. Anyway, I was fairly young whilst I lived there, early teens, and let me tell you, we saw some creepy stuff go on. And I am now undeniably a believer in ghosts and the afterlife. I'm just going to tell you some of the stories that stand out for me and have left me speechless. 1. This was the creepiest one. So, you remember those old photo frames that had a whole album of photos behind the initial metal frame at the front? We had one of those, which was stood up on the top of the fridge. One day, me and my mum were sat in the lounge when we could hear some creepy noises and footsteps. I mean, we were kind of used to it. My mum called out to Margaret, open bracket, the woman who died there, close bracket, to pack it in. Next thing you know, this metal photo frame shot across the room and landed on the sofa, which was on the other side of the room. To which I then got an aggressive pat on the back, turned around and realised no one was there.
An
Me and my
aggressive
mum,
pat on the back? That's
Yeah.
kind of horrible.
I know, yeah. Like, it's a bit like a shove, isn't it?
It's just, yeah, it's almost like, I don't know, like teasing.
Yeah, it's not very nice.
Oh.
I turned around and realised no one was there and that me and my mum, who was sat in a chair at the front of the lounge, were the only ones home. My mum would also wake up regularly in the night to the sound of me speaking to someone, to come into my room, to see me sit up, cross-legged, having a tea party with someone who wasn't there. Oh, Holly, you're a creepy kid, mate.
Although I think I did that.
Yeah, but like in the middle of the night. But then she said, and then it says, and she had absolutely no recollection of it at all.
Oh, fucking hell, like sleep
So
tea.
she's like, sleep tea. I have sleep bubble tea.
Sleep boba. Oh, that's
And
the
to
dream.
top it all off, in 2005, we ended up having a house fire in the same pub, and absolutely no one could figure out how it started.
I thought she was going to say no one survived.
Imagine.
She's like, I'm sending this
And
from
no
beyond.
one. Oh my God,
was
Holly! If you are dead, let us know.
Bloody Bloody hell.
Safe to say, after the pub was restructured after the fire, we did not move back in. So that's 2 fires that the pub has had. But that's exciting, isn't it?
I mean, that is definitely haunted. It's a shame she doesn't say where that is.
I know. Holly, can you let us know? Because we want to go and visit it.
Yeah, I want to go and stay the night. I think we all want to know which choice Hannah's going to make.
What was my option again? We're back in Goosebumps. Give yourself the goosebumps. Do you know why I'm at a basketball
Reader
game?
beware, you choose the scare. We're at the Wax Museum. So Hannah made the really good decision of getting into the back of a car of a strange man called Axel, and then got surprised when he turned around
she
and was a
wanted to
monster.
just stay there. Anyway. What would have happened is that he would have been joking like, "Hi, I was joking. Let's go home."
Yeah, that should be what you picked, because now you're in the car with a pedo.
Are we? Are we with an Ariba file?
A Reba file. Fuck's sake. Okay, some of
Who
these
can tell?
Some of these
Also,
in jokes.
it's definitely a hebephile because I'm older in this.
Okay. Well, what's happening now is that you pick up the phone because Axel's turned round to you and you can see that he's a monster.
Oh, yeah, he's mingering.
And he's going to take you to get your face off with Sybil, right? So.
Oh, I'm having the same treatment as Axel has.
It seems that way.
Right, okay.
So you pick up the phone, you want to call 911, but the only buttons are the clock, the blank button, the laughing jester. Which one do you press?
The laughing jester.
Very good choice. I'm really glad
Is it a
you
good choice?
picked that, actually, Hannah.
Oh, well, I changed my mind. I want the clock.
No. You know the rule.
Can never change your mind.
72. Okay. I'm going to 72. Here we go. What?
Why have you read? Do you know what the options are? Do you know what the outcome is?
No.
Oh, so
I'm
why
doing
are
this
you
with
glad-
you.
Why are you glad?
No, I
that
just
said
like
the-
that you chose the...
Well, comedians, aren't we?
Yeah. It's good. Okay.
Well, supposed to be.
I mean, I'm not sure I can say I am. No, we're hilarious. You decide to try the laughing jester button. This one looks sort of friendly, you declare. Picking up the phone, you push the button. Bzz, 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 bzz.
Is
Busy.
someone using vibrator?
Yeah, it's a vibrator. It's busy. You mean they don't have call waiting, Liz grumbles. You try again. Bzz,
Fucking hell, Liz.
bzz, bzz, still busy. Want to try again? Or would you rather try one of the other buttons? Try the laughing jester again. Go to the clock. Go to the blank one.
I think it's imperative that we let you know that that's not the busy tone.
It says BZZT. What do you want from me?
Well, I mean, you should know.
How would you say BZZT?
Use your common sense. I go beep, 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 because that's the tone, isn't it, Barney?
I guess in America, the bzz,
You know what? Sometimes you win the cantaloupes and sometimes you win the wingtones.
Wingtone bang.
Wingtone bank.
That should be the bank that we set up for our business
Okay.
account.
Great.
Right, basically it's fucking busy.
What was basically it's fucking busy.
Very biscuit.
Okay, so it's busy. So what was my options again?
Do you try the jester again, go for the clock, or try the blank button?
Blank.
Blankety blank, blankety blank. Go to page 35. Do. 35. Fucking hell. What's going to happen?
Do you know what? We've got too used to see. Why did we not address that she just meowed?
Yeah, I was kind of just rolling with it.
Yeah, just roll with it, guys. Losers. You decide on the blank button. Here goes nothing, you mutter. Picking up the phone. You press. Beep, beep, beep.
Oh, this
Busy.
is so shit. Nothing's happened.
I don't believe this, you grumble. But the next time you try, you hear a click.
Oh.
Then a recorded voice comes over the line. I'm sorry, your call cannot go through. But you can. The limo screeches to a halt. In the mirror, you catch a glimpse of Axel's face. It's furious as a bear's skull can look. That is, the floor of the limousine drops out. A trap door. Your seatbelt flies open. Next thing you know, you and
Smashed
Liz are shooting down a long, sloping tunnel.
I've saved us.
Drop down to page 66, which we'll do next week.
I've saved us. It's happened. I did make a bad decision by getting in the car with a
actually-
hebephile.
Yeah, I think you've absolutely nailed it.
I think I smashed it.
You've
I
gone
can't wait
through the
to
trap
find
door.
out what happens to
Fuck
me next
They're
week.
such good books. Who needs like War and Peace?
Yeah, fuck off, Emily Bronte.
Fuck off literature.
Suck my dick, Jane Austen.
Hannah, are you ready for the section of We Get Haunted so you don't have to?
I am so excited.
Okay, this week, where do they grow bananas? Barney, where do they grow bananas?
Banana
I'm sorry, I
Land.
didn't know this was a quiz.
No, it is. Can you
well,
name
like-
anywhere?
The Caribbean.
Dominican Republic.
Dominican Republic,
The Caribbean.
Caribbean,
What are you guessing?
maybe Ecuador. Who knows?
So is it Ecuador?
Here's a banana.
I don't know what's happening. What are you doing?
Now listen, this is Bananagrams, okay? It is a little pouch shaped like a banana and within are some letters. Now this is a really legit way of summoning the spirits. Where?
Oh, sorry, Ecuador and Dominican Republic.
Ecuador, I knew it!
yeah,
Fucking, this
loads
is an
of places.
Ecuadorian shaman
What?
spell.
Not one fucking banana's grown in the Caribbean?
Oh yeah, well, Dominican Republic's in the Caribbean, isn't
Oh,
it?
is it? Oh, right, okay, fine.
Caribbean.
I've got no idea.
Right.
Hang on. This doesn't look or sound like a valid way of contacting the dead.
You wait.
I'm going to Google it.
Can you know? Don't. We don't have time. You need to shut your eyes. I want you to say, banana, banana,
You're making this up.
what are you hiding? Say it.
Banana, banana, what are you hiding?
And then say banana backwards 2 times and say, who are you hiding?
Ananab. Ananab. Ananab.
Yeah.
What are you hiding?
Who are you hiding?
Who are you
Who are
hiding?
you hiding? Lovely.
Ananab.
Now, what you're going to do is you're going to reach into this banana-y pouch.
Banana.
Banana.
Ananab.
Hannah banana. And you're going to reach in and you're going to pick out 6 letters,
Fuck's sake.
then another 6, and then another 6, and you're going to make it into a sentence from what you've picked.
What?
Okay? Ready, steady.
We haven't got time for this.
Let's conjure them up.
Are you going to bring him to me?
Yeah. Oh, Christ, right.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Such a great bedside manner. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
And then open up your eyes and spell out what it says.
Smell out.
Spell out.
Oh, my God.
Is it please?
Lease.
It's oh my God, shut up, please.
That's not what it says.
Well, what's that then? You can make it anything you
Yeah, but
want.
that's not how you spell please. It's plus.
Go on then, spell something out.
Oh, you just have to make it. It's a version of. Okay, fine. Please. Yeah.
Now shut your eyes.
Yeah.
Pick 6 more letters.
This is the most insane thing.
Banana, banana.
1, 2,
What are
3,
you hiding?
4, 5. Why do I keep picking 5? 6.
That's a bit.
That's 7.
What?
Put
Oh,
one
yeah.
back.
Oh, I should have put the ear back. Oh my God, what does that say? Please. Can it only be one word each?
It can be whatever you want. You can have
Okay,
one.
please. Way. No.
Wayo.
Wait.
It says way.
Please, wayo. Everybody's.
Okay, oi.
Please, wayo. Oi. Please, oi, wayo.
And
Oi.
then
I know.
one last one.
Oi. Please, wayo. Yeah?
Yes.
Can I do that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
What does it say?
Reykjavik.
What?
Northern Lights.
Oh my God, this
does-
is such a Scandi theme.
Please, kid. Wayo.
Oh my God.
Way, kid. Way, kid.
Vod, does it say?
Kid. Oi. Please, way, kid. That's what it says.
Okay, so.
Please. Please. Oh, this is so stupid.
Right, Hannah, you need to say banana, banana, what do you want from me?
Why?
Go on.
Banana, banana, what do you want from me?
And then read out what you've got.
Oi, leave, way, kid. Rod.
There's hidden meaning in there. You need to make it make sense, and then it will complete our episode.
Okay.
And then we'll wrap it up.
I think it should start with oi.
Go on then.
Oi. How about this then? Oi, leave.
Oh shit. It's telling us to leave. I mean,
Studio.
No.
We leave studio.
No, it doesn't.
Kind of. Studio.
Great. Well, on that.
Okay,
great
well,
note-
thanks so much for having us. We're going to go now.
Yeah, we have to go. Thanks so much. We'll see you next week.
Thank you so much.
Leave
Goodbye.
studio
Leave
now.
studio immediately. Get out, Barney. Come on, get your croissants. Everyone, put your bananas in the bag. You're French, aren't you? Just being really problematic.